Would you like to build your credit? Not sure where to go, how to start, or what are the best practices? I'm going to share with you how to do so in this video. Why? Zen's Tea House's business model, helping people through the power of tea, specifically helping tea entrepreneurs. Well, we found there's a lot of people who just don't know much about credit, specifically how to get started. If you want to know about business credit, take a look at the link below. We have a how to build business credit. It's really more business minded. This is a little more elementary. And if you watch it to the end of the video, I'm going to share with you one of the best and most effective ways to build your credit instantly at the end of this video. For more videos about tea, business, and making a profit, check out Zen's YouTube channel or Zen's corporate website at zensteahouse.com. If you're a minor or you have parents who have a credit history, typically a good credit history, you can become an authorized signer to use their credit card. This helps you build up credit instantly. There's also something called secured credit card. That takes a little longer to establish, but these are two options that younger people can use to build up credit instantly. Wherever you're at, I want to share with you the best place to start is with a bank or a credit union. Banks are a little more aggressive in how they charge. They will nickel and dime you. A credit union is run by a nonprofit organization to help consumers. If you are a business-minded person and you want to start getting business credit so you can start your own business, preferably in tea, a majority of people are not sure if business is right for them. And entrepreneurialism, although it's fun, it's very risky and it's not easy. So starting with the credit union is safer. Don't just show up, email in advance. Say your name, your age, and why you want to build credit. That objective has to be made very clear. There are certain programs that each bank or credit union offers. So you talk to the bank or the credit union and they put you on a payment program. They decide to give you a balance of $500 to use as credit. Well, don't max it out, that's a bad idea. You want to use maybe 20-30% of whatever your credit line is, and you want to start making payments back, preferably without paying interest. If you are consistently paying, then it shows that you are a stable, mature consumer, adult person who can pay your bills. That's the type of people credit unions and banks want to lend money to. The whole reason why a person builds up credit is to use it. But you don't want to use it all at once. Credit is important when you want to rent out a car, if you want to lease a vehicle, maybe you're traveling, that's a good time to use credit. Credit is built over time. It takes a while to build up credit and you have to have a reputation, typically 6 to 9 months. It depends on who you're working with. Institutions like banks and credit unions are a little more restrictive in the type of terms and conditions they offer. Smaller mom and pop banks are going to talk to you, see who you are as a person, and they'll take a chance. When they take a chance, it's important that you pay that money back on time. Don't max out. Over time, as you pay back those little 20%, 30% limits of your credit or a loan, as long as you're making those payments, they're going to extend your credit. That's how it works. Think of credit as a reputation. I mentioned this in how to build business credit. Your reputation as a person will help your credit, whether with banks, credit unions, dealerships, even family. Now, how do you build credit? There's multiple ways to build credit. You don't want to just have different credit cards. You want to take out auto loans during the holiday season. If you have a significant amount of money in the bank account, I'm not going to tell you how much is significant, but if you have some money in the bank account, you could ask for a maybe 20% of whatever money you have as a loan, and that you can use for buying presents, going on expensive trips, whatever it is. You start having a diverse portfolio of credit. That is, you have a little debt here, a little debt here, a little debt here. You're making all your payments. Great way to build your credit. There are certain best practices in building credit. For example, my name is Fernando Lopez. There are many people with that same name. Some people use aliases. You don't want to change your name at each credit union or at each bank. If you're going to take credit cards, you want to make sure that the loan that you take for your car, for seasonal like upfront payments, You want to keep the same name and the same address at all locations. If you have different names or aliases, that will not help your credit. They might see you as a liability because they don't know who you are. Number 2, stay away from late payments. Oh my goodness, you want to start getting bad credit? Let something go to collections or just don't pay it. I know this sounds kind of simple, but you would be surprised. A person who wants to build out credit will I'll take a loan here, take a loan there, take a credit card here, I'll use this line of credit, and then they don't manage, they don't budget, and it results in late payments, even if they have the money. One of the good practices to do is automatic payments. If you get those automatic payments, let's say you put a max of $100 a week, right? And $100 a week, you pay that off every week. That is great. You can build your credit without running late fees. It is possible. You just have to budget. That's probably number 3. You want to budget. You may be tempted to use a total $5,000 credit line. You don't want to max out your credit cards. You don't want to max out your loans. You don't want to take a loan out and leave just a little bit in your bank account. Those are bad practices. What's a good practice? Look at your credit as a debit card. Look at it as a bank account and money that you are going to pay back right away. With the mindset of, I'm going to use this money and I'm going to deposit more. That's kind of how relationships are. You want to kind of deposit more and withdraw less. If you do that, you'll be well off when it does credit and with relationships. Credit and relationships go together like peanut butter and jelly. People with bad credit don't get very far. People with good credit get very far. Why? Because they have a reputation of paying money back on time, and you can do so without paying any interest. Just have to look at the terms and conditions, talk with people, don't change your name, don't change your addresses, stay away from late payments, and have a plan. If you can do this, then it's a prerequisite to working for yourself and running a business. Because if you're not really good with managing your finances, time, or relationships, well, let me tell you, it ain't any easier in business. Hope you liked this video. If so, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about credit, I know I didn't cover student loans, but I'll tell you right now, stay away from student loans. That's no good. And I haven't forgotten, the number one way to build up your credit immediately is talk to my friend Fico. My friend Fico, I've known her for years. She's helped out many, many people. She can help you get qualified, build your credit, whether you're looking at bankruptcies, levies. This is my girl, FICA. It just so happens to be her name. If you know anything about credit, a FICA score is kind of related. Little funny thing how that worked out. Work with my girl FICA. She will get you what you need. Hope you like this video. This is how you build your credit. These are the best practices. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to start building business credit, well, take a look at the video below.